Welcome back, YouTube. It is Saiko here, and today we are here back with another video in our 30 teams in 30 days series. And in today's video, we are going to be covering the Washington Wizards. Before we get into the video, guys, if you guys could please hit the like button or also hit subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you guys could, I would really appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure that Bradley Beal would too. So this was actually kind of an eventful offseason for the Wizards. They traded Russell Westbrook for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP, whatever the heck you want to call him. And they also ended up somehow getting Spencer Dinwiddie in that trade. I don't really know. I think it was like a sign and trade sort of deal. They also got Aaron Holiday from the Pacers, which is a pickup that I really like for them. They also ended up letting go guys like Ish Smith, Robin Lopez, Alex Len, and Isaac Isak Bongo. They let them all go in free agency. In the draft, the Wizards selected Corey Kispert, who was a guy who's 3-and-D. He spent like 4 years at Gonzaga, so he's the type of guy that's going to be able to play good defense and be able to shoot the ball. As for the starting lineup on this team, I'm thinking it's going to be something around the lines of Spencer Dinwiddie running the 1, Bradley Beal at the 2, KCP running the 3, Kyle Kuzma at the 4 until Rui Hachimura comes back, and Daniel Gafford at the 5 because Thomas Bryant is still out right now. Off the bench, I see something around the lines of Aaron Holiday, Corey Kispert, Denny Avdia, Davis Bertans, and Montrezl Harrell getting minutes off the bench. Spencer Dinwiddie is coming off an ACL injury from last year, but I don't expect his production to change at all. He's a great scorer, plays solid defense, he playmakes pretty well, and I think that he would be a really good fit next to Bradley Beal. He doesn't shoot well, but I mean, that's what Bradley Beal is for, so I don't see a big problem with it, especially because he just played with Russ. I think he's a pretty good replacement for Russell Westbrook. He's not Russell Westbrook, obviously, but I think he's good enough. Bradley Beal is probably going to do Bradley Beal things and average 25 to 30 points a game like he has been like the last 2-3 seasons. I would love to see him on a different team, but obviously, I think he wants to stay in Washington to eventually sign a max contract. I know that they said, or that he said, that he's kind of in no rush to sign it and that he wants to win, so we'll see what happens there. And I do know that Russ apparently over the offseason asked Bradley Beal, or pretty much begged Bradley Beal to request a trade from Washington. I mean, Russ even got himself out of there, so I guess he wants the best for Brad, and I mean, I think Brad kind of just wants to stay for now just so he can get that max money and maybe get traded somewhere else. Or, who knows, he might just request a trade and then say, hey, I'm not going to sign with you guys, I will only sign with these teams or whatever. But for now, I think the only thing that he's probably thinking about is playing this season right now, and obviously the team he's on is the Wizards, so he's probably just focused on playing with the Wizards. KCP shoots the ball and plays pretty good defense. He was technically a small forward with LeBron playing the 1 in the Lakers. I just hope that KCP plays consistently, because we all know that KCP has had so many woes throughout his career as a Laker, so hopefully being in Washington actually really, like, you know, helps his career, or just like allows him to maintain consistency in his game. Kyle Kuzma, like every year, is trying to prove that he's this really great guy that he says he is. Maybe it's his year this year because, I mean, he's not in LA anymore. He doesn't have to worry about the LA life or whatever, and he's in DC where there probably aren't as many distractions there as there are in LA. Because trust me, LA is, it's got a lot of stuff that a lot of people would love to do. Hopefully it's a breakout season for you, Kyle. I really hope so. But Rui Hachimura is going to be taking the starting spot. It was already confirmed by the general manager, I think Ernie Grunfeld, or someone in the front office said that Rui's role is going to be what Rui's role always is, and that's to be a starter, play defense, and, you know, just score the ball, I guess. I expect him to average at least 15 points a game and hopefully a steal, because the last few years he's come close to a steal, but he hasn't averaged an exact steal yet. Daniel Gafford is going to be the starting center until Thomas Bryant comes back. I don't really see him as like this great, amazing player to put there. He will block shots, but I mean, he's not a great rebounder, so he's a rim protector but can't rebound the ball. And when Thomas Bryant comes back, obviously he'll be able to help Bradley Beal stretch the floor, so that's going to be pretty nice. And he can rebound a lot better, at least. Aaron Holiday being traded to the Wizards is probably one of my favorite moves that they made this offseason, because Aaron Holiday, I just love the Holiday brothers. He's really solid, and I think the Indiana Pacers made a mistake by trading him here, especially now that Edmund Summer tore his ACL. Aaron Holiday was like one of their best like backup point guards there. I know Corey Kispert is a 3, but I kind of see him playing 2, especially because they don't really have a backup 2 unless they move Aaron Holiday to the 2 and have Raul Neto be the backup point guard, but that's a real small lineup if you put both of those guys out there. But obviously, like I said before, I think that Corey Kispert is just going to be this like 3-and-D guy. He's going to come off the bench and pretty much be a sharpshooter. I hope Denny Avdia's role isn't the same as last year's, a spot-up shooter. and I hate that. Denny is not the Danilo Gallinari type of player that a lot of people are making comparisons to just because they're both European. The guy's a playmaker. He can score the ball. His shooting in general has just always been kind of streaky. I mean, there's a lot of videos about like him not really being able to shoot as much as, or like shoot as well as he should. But I think that if he wasn't a spot up shooter and they actually let him play his game, he would excel in his position. Davis Bertans is going to do what Davis Bertans does. Shoot the fucking shit off the ball. Hopefully he can get back to a 42% shooter, but if he's league average, I mean, he's league average. There's nothing to complain about that. The guy literally is called the Latvian laser. And I expect Montrezl Harrell to pretty much be what he has been the last few years, which is an energy guy off the bench. He's an undersized center, and there's nothing really wrong with that, but it's just that, like, I mean, he sometimes didn't even really get any, like, playing time in the playoffs, so I mean, I feel like his value hasn't been as high as it was with the Clippers. But obviously, when Thomas Bryant comes back, I'm expecting his minutes to kind of go down just because they have Daniel Gafford. Unless Daniel Gafford plays bad, then obviously Montrezl will probably be the guy getting the backup minutes still. As for this team's record, I think that they're going to be worse than last year. I don't think they're going to be an 8th seed. I think they're probably going to be around the like 12th to 15th seed. I don't think they'll be a 15th seed, but I do think that they'll probably hover around the 12th spot. Let's just be honest. The Russell Westbrook trade made them worse. I mean, yeah, you have Spencer Dinwiddie, but he's not Russell Westbrook. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Wizards are going to be worse than they were last year? Because honestly, even though like Spencer Dinwiddie and Russ are kind of similar, I feel like Russ's level of production is way higher above Spencer Dinwiddie. Plus, you don't really know how this guy's going to come back from an ACL injury. Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Saiko. Please rate, comment, and subscribe for more content like always. And I'll catch you tomorrow for my 30 teams in 30 days on the Boston Celtics. Bye, guys.